Guest of honor, they have entered the auditorium. I extend a very warm reception to all the dignitaries for the inaugural function of Diamond Jubilee closure. हमारे बीच आए हुए अतिथि दीप प्रज्वलित करके इस कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करेंगे. I request Director Sir Dr. Padoe, Chief Guest Shri Nuwal ji, Dean Faculty Welfare Dr. Yerpode Sir, Registrar Dr. S.R. Sathe, and Chairman Alumni Association Shri Kamath Sir to light the traditional lamp. या कुंदेन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya is relentlessly inspiring us by paying our obeisance and reverence to him. I now invite all the dignitaries to occupy their seats on the dais. It's our privilege to have Shri Satyanarayan Ji Nuwal, Chairman Solar Industries Limited, as the chief guest on this occasion. He is a well-known figure. Legends like him are rarely born. May I request Director Sir to felicitate him for gracing this occasion with shawl, shreefal and memento. We are also offering him a book covering all the births of VNIT campus and a memento. Another memento specially designed for Diamond Jubilee depicting 60 years of completion, sponsored by 1996 batch, is also presented to him. May we have Mr. Aditya Joshi and his team on the stage, please. Mr. Aditya Joshi and his team, 1996 batch, for sponsoring this memento. Mr. Aditya Joshi, are you there in the auditorium? VNIT के कार्यक्रम में प्रसिद्ध लोग आते हैं क्योंकि यहाँ हम स्वागत में फूल नहीं पलके बिछाए जाते हैं. Thank you, sir. Today's guest of honor, our own alumnus, now the chairman of Alumni Association, Shri Uday Kamath, has made the association really vibrant. May I request Pradoye sir to welcome him. Thank you, sir. Our director, Dr. Pramod Padoye, is a diligent researcher and administrator who strictly follows morals and ethics. The director of VNIT Nagpur is focused on strategic vision and long-term mission of VNIT Nagpur. Professor Padoye's ability to comprehend the broad picture and think proactively enabled him to operate effectively in a variety of administrative roles, including Dean FW, Head of the Department, Training Placement Officer, Professor in Charge Alumni Affairs, and many more. Professor Padoye joined VNIT, former VRCE, in 1988 as a faculty in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Since then, he is involved in teaching, research, and administration. Professor Padoye, as we are all aware, is a vibrant personality, eloquent teacher, popular professor, and a prominent researcher with a vision to use science and technology for the benefit of society. Professor Padoye works in the field of mechanisms and machine design, finite element method, and biomedical engineering. He has guided 17 PhD research scholars, I am included in them, and 50 MTech students. He has 4 patents and more than 160 research publications. To his credit, he has visited various countries like UK, USA, Germany, Romania, France, Hong Kong, and many more. He is passionate about using his research for the benefit of the community. Padoye sir has received numerous awards for his academic and research contributions. He is a recipient of Academician Par Excellence Award from the Institute of Engineers in 2017 for his lifetime contribution in the areas of product development, process development, and technology transfer. He has also received Best S&T Innovation Award from the Government of India for KVIC sponsored projects and developed 10 intervention technologies for creating self-sustainability and economic development in the rural sector. Professor Padoye, a zestful personality, leads his team in a friendly manner and has the capabilities to recognize the talents and skills of the faculty and the staff member. Currently, he is also handling the post of In-Charge Director, NIT Andhra Pradesh. Apart from achieving excellence in profession, Professor Padoye is a versatile personality, equally good at painting, sports, and singing. And now, friends, Director Sir will take us through the glorious journey of past 60 years through his address. Sir, please.
Hello. Thank you, Rashmi, for such a wonderful introduction. I don't know whether I deserve it. Chief guest of this today's function, which is a closing ceremony of our Diamond Jubilee, Shri Satyanarayan Nuwalji, the chairman of VNIT, and my good friend Uday Kamath, Professor Sathe, Registrar, and Professor Yerpude, Dean Faculty Welfare, all the faculty members, non-teaching staff, retired staff, and some of the alumni who are sitting over here. In fact, I was with them just few hours before playing cricket with them, and now I am here in a different role as a director. It gives me a great pleasure to be here on this occasion and present before you sort of the happenings in NIT, the milestones that we achieved, some of the achievements that I just want to present before you, particularly in the recent past. You are all aware that this institute is established in 1960, even before that in the Government Polytechnic, and then it became VRC in 1960. And then later on it was upgraded to NIT in 2002, and we got the complete autonomy, and in 2007 it is declared as the Institute of National Importance by the Act of the Parliament. Next. And you are all aware we have got a very green 214 acres of campus. It is not just green by the trees, but it is sustainable. In fact, we are generating about 1 megawatt electricity by the solar panels, and that is why we are saving almost 1 crores of our electricity bill per year. Then we are also having STP, which is almost on the verge of completion. For all these things, in fact, we have received the Green Campus Award from the Government of India. You know that it was having a small sort of moderate beginning when it was REC. We were having about 4 branches initially: mechanical, civil, electrical, and architecture, and then we added metallurgy and like that. As on today, we are having 15 departments and almost 5,000 students. Earlier it was somewhere 1,000 for many of the years. Now we are having 5,000 students, about 260-70 faculty members, then non-teaching also about 159 UG programs, 23 PG programs, and about 500 PhD students. They are working in campus. Then as far as infrastructure is concerned, we have also augmented the infrastructure in the recent past. We have got this academic building which is G+6, wherein our Cement Center of Excellence and many of the state-of-the-art laboratories are situated. The R&D students, research students are sitting over there. Then we have also got the classroom complex, which is also G+6. We are having 24 120 and 150 capacity classrooms and 6 more, which are all equipped with state-of-the-art facilities there. Then we have also recently created the 2 new hostels of 1,000 capacity each for girls and the boys, and as on today we are having the hostels which has got a total capacity about more than 3,500 students. They can reside on that. So this is something which we are proud of that. Then similarly, we have got a very good library and information center which is also recently developed. The computer center, of course, it is not that sort of relevant now because each department is having almost 1 computer center in each of the department. Then there are also some augmentation in infrastructure. In the recent past, for example, we have got this 10-feet statue, bronze statue of Sir Vishweshwaraya, and this project was supported by 1982 batch, that is my batch, so I am proud of that. Then other infrastructure projects were also completed by various alumni batches. About that, maybe Uday will be talking later on, but this is how we have created the football ground. Then the Chandrama is that canteen that is renovated, keeping their old sort of memory as it is. then Akshay Patra, that is dining hall, then swimming pools. Other things are of course going on, and most importantly this auditorium where we are sitting, that was renovated. Earlier it was having a capacity of about 650 or 700. Now we are having almost 1350 capacity, fully air conditions, and all of you are, I suppose, you are enjoying. So this is something which about which we all must be proud of as a VNITians and the faculty and staff. We also created recently the amphitheater near the hostels, that is for the various cultural programs for the hostelers. Then another, the augmentation in the infrastructure is in the form of the health center. We have demolished that earlier health center. Now we are having G+1 health center, which is inaugurated at the hands of Lieutenant General Dr. Madhuri Kanetkar, Vice Chancellor of MUHS recently. So this is now almost 12-bedded hospital that we are having with all the facilities, doctors, visiting doctors, and like that. So these are some of the things. Then one more thing I just want to present before you is the gym that we have developed. I suppose this is one of the biggest gym amongst all the NITs. We have spent 96 lakhs on that, and this gym is equipped with all sort of facilities, and I am sure and I appeal all the students and faculty members that they should use this facility to the fullest extent. Similarly, as far as sports is concerned, we have got a good legacy of the sports. We know today, in fact, I played with Ashok Bhagwat, who is a Ranji player. We also produce many good players. So that legacy is there. Further to extend that, we also created a lot of good infrastructure as far as the sports are concerned. We have got this indoor now sports complex, wherein the badminton and the table tennis and yoga for meditation, that kind of hall is there. Then we have recently developed the football ground. That football ground was created out of nothing. There was a dumping yard, and I am thankful to the batch of 1992 who has taken initiative, and that football ground is created. And tomorrow we are also going to inaugurate the two tennis courts, the synthetic tennis courts, which is sponsored by 1986 batch, B.S. Murthy just sitting here. So a lot of things have been done. Then there is a renovation of our guest house. B.S. and they are sitting there, Bhanu Shankar, they are residing in our guest house, which is renovated. So these are the things that, as far as infrastructure is concerned, we could do in the recent past. And then after becoming the NIT, because this was just part of infrastructure, but when we were VRC, we are all aware that it was more the teaching learning sort of institute for the graduates. But after becoming NIT, we got a lot of autonomy, academic autonomy, otherwise also autonomy. So we tried to make the best use of that, and we decided to focus along with the teaching learning on the R&D, consultancy, incubation, pre-incubation, startups, and those kind of things. And therefore, to strengthen the industry interaction, we signed a number of MOUs. It is not only just on paper, but we are also working in that direction. So some of the MOUs that we have signed is, one MOU we have signed with the Dassault Aviation, and that is a tri-party sort of a MOU, wherein Dassault, VNIT, and the CESU University of France, they will be working together. So some of our MTech students, they can do their projects at the CESU University France partly. So that kind of thing that we have done. Then similarly, we have signed MOU with Siemens Industries, and we have got now the Siemens Center of Excellence, in which 180 crores of investment is there. We are having about 11 state-of-the-art laboratories there. So right from conceptualization to the actual prototype manufacturing, all sort of things are there, and we have been quite extensively using these facilities for our student as well as for the industries. Many of the courses we have developed for the industries and we have completed. Similarly, we have also signed MOUs with number of the engineering institutions and the science institutions, and for them we have developed the courses of about from 1 week to 1 complete semesters, and we are quite extensively working on that, and this was inaugurated by at the hands of Nitin Gadkari. And for setting up this center, there was a big role of our ex-late chairman Sri Vishramji Zamdar, and therefore this cement center is named after him, V.R. Zamdar Cement Center of Excellence. Then I am again also happy to share with you that we also received the stick, that is Space Technology Incubation Center, which is sponsored by ISRO, and this is for the western part of India, which covers Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Diu Daman and Goa Diu Daman. So herein, in fact, the main purpose of the center is to work on some of the problems which are identified by ISRO, and they are ready to sponsor to the tune of 2 crores every year. And I am happy that 6 projects from the different institutions, 2 of which is from VNIT, have been shortlisted by ISRO, and our faculty members and students are working on that. And most importantly, the purpose of that is to involve the faculty, students, and come out with some prototype, and later on, if that prototype is approved, the regional industries can be involved for the further manufacturing of that. So that is the purpose. So this is, I think, the thing that we must appreciate, and we are proud of that. Similarly, we also signed MOU with AIMS Nagpur, the dental college and other, because the VNIT is working in the area of biomedical engineering from last almost 15 years. The Rishmi, who told that she did PhD under me, she was the first student to complete her PhD in the area of biomedical engineering. So from them, that time, we have got a good team of the faculty members and research scholars who are working in the area of biomedical engineering. And so we have signed the MOU with AIMS Dental College, then MUHS and like that. Then we are also having this biomedical engineering and technology, that is BETIC Center, which is in collaboration with IIT Bombay and CUEP Pune. So these are some of the R&D works that we had done, and most importantly, the VNIT is also involved in the R&D work which is required for the rural sector. Again, I am pleased to share with you that VNIT is working with the KVIC, Khadi Village Industry Commission, from last almost 2007, that means from last 15 years we are working. And that time the chairman of KVIC, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, he was having an idea that this small scale industries and other things, they are just getting a sort of a support from KVIC in terms of financial support. But it was decided that they also required the science and technology input. So then it was decided that all the NITs and IITs, they should come forward and they should act as the technical interface for providing the science and technology input for them. So VNIT was identified as a technical interface for Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh and other part of Madhya Pradesh. And we did quite good, reasonably good things there. We could come out with 10 technologies, and all those 10 technologies were disseminated to different parts of India. And that was mainly with the purpose to improve the productivity, quality of the process, and also to generate the self-employment, drudgery, to reduce drudgery. That was sort of a purpose, and that we did. And with all these things, what are inputs and this thing and R&D work, our R&D projects and that cost, the investment in that has quite substantially increased. As on today, we are having 103 R&D projects costing about 50 crores. So that, I think, a good achievement after becoming NIT. The publications also improved a lot. Similarly, the patents, the technology transfer, all that has substantially increased in last about 8 to 10 years, in last decade. And because of all these things, the VNIT is ranked 32nd last time by NRF ranking, and it is ranked 8th. Our architecture department is ranked 8th, and similarly by the Asia University ranking 2022, we were between 315 and 400, and by World University ranking between 1000 and 1200. So we are okay with this, but I am sure that the VNIT deserve much more than this, and all the stakeholders, which are faculty members, my students, their parents and alumni, we shall be working very hard to see that our ranking is further improved. And recently, because of all these things, we have received some achievements by Institution of Engineers. We have received the Engineering Education Excellent Award at Chennai, and my Dean Academic, he has just received it. Similarly, in the 9th Annual Global Nagpur Award, we have received the Best Technical Institution Award. So these are some of the achievements about which we are happy. Then for the this KVIC work, we have received the Best S&T Innovation Award from Government of India. These are the things. Then it is not only the faculty and the research students who are working very hard, but I am equally thankful to all the supporting staff who are working for the institute, and particularly this account section. They are working so sincerely that for consecutively for 2 years we got the certificate of appreciation for prompt filing of the GST. Ours is the only institute, I suppose, who got this kind of award consecutively for 2 years. Then we are also working for the society, as I said, that through KVIC projects. We had the skill development program. Then we have also developed a number of the clusters wherein those technologies were transferred, and the women clusters, they were also developed. And during COVID period, for the last 2 years, the institute has worked very hard. They also come out with a lot of technologies like UV chamber for sanitizations of the PPT kit. Those were given to this AIMS and some other hospitals. Those were developed by the electronics department. Similarly, we have come out with the two-way ventilator splitter, because there that time the ventilator scarcity was there. So one ventilator can be used for 2 patients. That was done. Then the Sahayak robo was developed by the IV lab of mechanical department, and they have come out with this, and it was also given to the AIMS, and some other things also we did during COVID. And there are many, in fact, the outreach activities in which the VNIT is involved as a part of this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This Vigyan Sarvatra Pujyate, that event was organized wherein more than 40 stalls by different industries and the institutions. They were organized in the institutions. Sri Nitinji Gadkari inaugurated that, and more than 15,000 school students, they visited those stalls in that 5 days. So these are some of the outreach activities. And recently, of course, as far as this convocation is concerned, after becoming the this NIT, we have been doing it very, very regularly, except for 1 year. We missed that. Otherwise, we are doing it very regularly, all the convocations, and that too on 15th of September, that is on Engineers Day. This time it was Dr. Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Mashelkar was the chief guest, and Manoj Pandey, the army chief, he was the guest of the honor. Then some of the events which recently has happened is S. Nambinarayanji was here, the rocketry man, and he was having a lot of good interaction with the students and the faculty members. Then recently, as far as sports is concerned, we have organized inter-NIT cricket tournament for the staff and the faculty members, and this is for the second time we have done. It is the only NIT which could organize this. More than 20 teams participated, so about 400 faculty members and non-teaching were here on the campus, and I am very I will appreciate the efforts taken by my sports department, who has organized that tournament very smoothly without any problems. So for this second time, we have please give big hand for our sports department. And during that, we also organized a director meets. These are some of the pictures of those tournaments. Then students are also doing extremely well in the sports and other this research activities and innovation. They are also receiving a lot of awards, and they are bringing laurels to the institute. These are some of the photographs of the students' achievement. And at the end, I would just like to tell you that the recent event is that our applied mechanics department, they bidded for this 13th structural engineering convention, and we got it. And in December 2023, we will be having this 13th structural engineering convention at VNIT. So these are all sort of achievements and the happenings in the VNIT. In fact, I am the alumnus of this institute. I enter in this campus in 78 as a student, and now I am happy and proud to be here discussing and interacting with you. And as a not only a director, but when I was professor or professor in charge of alumni affairs, I am getting a very good support from all the stakeholders, my professors, my non-teaching students, their parents, industries, and most importantly, the alumni, which is growing day by day. And I am sure that in future also I will be getting the similar kind of support. So once again, I welcome you for this closing ceremony of Diamond Jubilee 2022. It was 2020, but now it is extended to 2022. And hopefully these 2 days you will be enjoying in the campus. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद सर। आपका भाषण सुनकर और VNIT का सफ़र देखकर एक ही बात मन में आती है, सपने देखने वाले और दिखाने वाले तो बहुत देखे हैं, आपके जैसे ख्वाब पूरा करने वाले दुर्लभ ही होते हैं। Big hands for his glorious journey of VRC and VNIT. Our guest of honor for today's function is Shri Uday Kamath. Uday Kamath has graduated from VRC as a mechanical engineer in 1983, ranking 4th in the order of merit. He also won the coveted Best All-Rounder Award at VRC for his active participation in sports, gymkhana, debate, quiz, etc. With entrepreneurship in his mind, he completed the Cost and Management Accountancy in 1986. After an initial stint of about 2 years at an engineering company, he switched to academics and was a member of Board of Studies in Nagpur University. Simultaneously, he teamed up with other first-generation technocrats for an agro-based project, Umraid Agro Complex Limited. He piloted the business as Executive Managing Director during its growth, diversification, and turbulent times. In 2015-16, all manufacturing companies of group, sugar plants, cogeneration and biomass power plants, distilleries, ethanol plants, etc., were consolidated into a single entity. Currently, he is engaged in reviving 270 megawatt coal-based power plant near Nagpur. He has a lot of social responsibilities and engagements with Alumni Association, which we'll like to listen from him. Sir, please.
Very good afternoon to you all, and thanks for your kind words, Rashmi ma'am. Dignitaries on dais, Shri Nuwalji, Dr. Padwe sir, Dr. Yerpude, and Dr. Sathe. My teaching faculty members from my alma mater, VNIT, some of the alumni who have been on the campus today to attend tomorrow's program and today's program. So thanks a lot for joining us here on this auspicious occasion. Through the journey of what Alumni Association has been and has been doing. It was maybe a similar occasion about 12 years ago in 2010 when many of us the Golden Jubilee at that time. After all wine, dine and having fun time, 2 days later we realized what is a continuing benefit to the alumni, what is a continuing benefit to the alma mater. And so that time the seeds of Alumni Association were sown when 7 people came together, Mr. Dilip Kamdar, Mr. Ashok Agarwala, Mr. Sunil Sirsikar, Pramod Pampatwar, myself and Joginder Singh. And under the visionary leadership of our founder chairman, Shashikant Chaudhary, we formed this as a Section 25 company, a not-for-profit company, in the year 2012, February. So as you can see, sir, it's a baby organization, barely 10 years old. And after initial formation and some crawling, where we concentrated on fund building, life membership drive, and whatever small funds we could gather, we kept it as a corpus, tried to support some students from the college who were having financial challenges. I think over about 60 to 70 students we supported by way of paying their 50% of tuition fees. Well, these were the small beginning. Then we started assisting the college in internship, getting an internship from the factories or businesses where alumni were involved. As it grew, 2019-20 came the momentous occasion where everything coincided. Like all stars came in the positive quadrant, I would say. Dr. Padole from Alumni Affairs to switch to director. The Diamond Jubilee was on the, around the corner. And he appealed that this is the occasion where you can make a difference. Alumni Association should move forward and do something much bigger. So we appealed to our global alumni at that time, what can be a what can be a difference which we can make on the campus. So we identified 4 stakeholders: institute, students, alumni, and the society. So for the institute, we thought whatever are the gaps in terms of student amenities, which student want but doesn't happen because of college priorities, we thought we can chip in, and we tried to do some things which enhance the campus beauty, enhance the student amenities like football ground. Dr. Padore has already mentioned in detail. But the whole genesis was alumni are the only stakeholders who expect nothing in return. What we expect in return is only love and affection. The moment any institute, whether it's VNIT or IIT, extend that to alumni, you will see wonders happening on the campus. Because college and alumni together can make and take the institutes to very, very, I would say, noble heights, noble purposes can be achieved, noble goals can be achieved. So we are with you together, sir, in the journey. And it's only at 10 years where we have taken baby steps. Some infrastructure projects, as I mentioned, and Dr. Padore sir has also elaborated, there are 2-3 things which also must be pointed out. We have helped some of the labs to be upgraded, laboratories. Then 2015 we started an entrepreneurship course which is now open to all the engineering students of all branches from 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year. And so in that we are promoting the startup culture. More than 15-16 startups have come out of VNIT students, and they have been even funded for the 2nd round of funding, 3rd round of funding, and they are doing pretty well. So it gives us a satisfaction that whatever efforts our alumni have been putting in by way of time, energy, money, it's bearing some fruits, and there is an appreciation and cooperation from the alma mater on that issue. So in terms of alumni as a fraternity, if you see, we are a 25,000 strong alumni spread all over the world. We have amongst ourselves business people, we have amongst ourselves good engineers, good architects who have been actively engaged in nation building. We have public servants, we have people who have contributed in defense forces. Recently, the Surya Kiran acrobatics you saw, one of the pilot has been an alumnus of 2009 batch. Then you can see many of the alumni having army medals, Air Force medals. So we have been excelling on the other sides as well. All this has been, I would say, owing to the professional DNA which VRC or VNIT's 4 or 5 years of education on this campus molds the professional DNA for every student here. And so we would like to give back in whichever possible way to the alma mater. The plans are quite big, plans are ambitious. Definitely with your support, we'll continue doing what we intend to do, and we assure you all our support in the progress. Our idea is also to see, and our vision is to see that VNIT figures in the top 25 NIRF ranking, maybe then top 20, why not? So sky is the limit where we can cooperate, and we certainly would do that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. So the essence of your speech is the alumni are really the saintly people who expect nothing in returns, truly following the teachings of Gita. Thank you, sir. इसके पश्चात हम अभी आशीर्वचन सुनेंगे श्री नूवल जी के. उसके पहले मैं अपने डीन फैकल्टी वेलफेयर श्री डॉक्टर येरपोडे सर से निवेदन करूंगी कि वो उनका परिचय करवाएं.
Good afternoon. Chief guest of the today's function, Sri Satyanarayan Nuwal ji, our directors and Chairman Board of Governors, VNIT, Professor P.M. Padole, Chairman of the VNIT Alumni Association, Sri Uday Kamath ji, Professor Satya Registrar, my dear colleagues, faculty members, and our retired staff. It is our honor to have with us the most successful industrialist of the Nagpur city, Sri Satyanarayan Nuwal ji, Chairman and founder of Solar Group of Industries, as a chief guest. And I take this opportunity to highlight give his highlights about the professional business career. Sri Nuwal ji started solar industries in India in the year 1995, initially to trade in industrial explosives, but later started manufacturing it, with the present grown to the biggest manufacturer of industrial explosives in India, having the lion's share in the mining industry. Presently, his company has 25 manufacturing plants in 8 states in India and 4 in overseas locations. The company offers its products to the over 50 countries across the globe, including export of the defense product to advanced countries like US, Israel, and Europe. The success story of this business leader from the Nagpur city inspires many. This son of the government employee who hails from Bhilwara, Rajasthan, and you will not believe, Sri Nuwal ji set up his first business as an ink manufacturing unit in 1970 at the age of 18. So this is quite credible. He started, he's having the DNA of this business. Then started his progressive journey from the trader to the large explosive manufacturer, who is inspired by a belief that capability of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. That is the capability of the ordinary people doing extraordinary things. This is what is truly applicable to him. He truly believes in the appreciation of the relentless hard work and the importance of the humble beginning. He entered the explosive industry as a trader, rented an explosive storage magazine, the whole and soul of his operations that time. But his visionary leadership has led the Solar Group to become the largest manufacturer and export of the industrial explosives in the country, and now makes everything from the explosive and propellant to the grenade, drones to the warheads. That is the quite achievement. Under his leadership, Solar Group is also entered into the defense sector for making propellant for the Akash missile, medium-range surface-to-air missile, and the Pinaka, there is a multiple rocket launcher which became the first indigenous supplier of the boosters for BrahMos missile, a medium-range missile that can be fired from the submarine, ships, and aircraft or land. This is the greatest achievement for the Make in India kind of campaign, which is our Prime Minister is also promoting. His company also made an angel investment in the Skyroot Aerospace, which became the first Indian private company to demonstrate the capability to build the homegrown under Make in India rocket engine and successfully fired an upper stage rocket engine. His life is full of achievement and success. Sri Nuwal ji was also adjudged as one of the India's 100 best CEO of the business today, and was honored with the local Maharashtrian of the year in the year 2017. The long list of his achievement to his credit with the visionary leadership has earned him a space in the cover page of the prestigious Forbes India magazine as explosive billionaire from the Nagpur, which brought the laurels to his business and establishment in Nagpur and for the city of Nagpur as well. He is also the chairman of the Sri Ramdev Baba College of Engineering and Management, Nagpur, and associated with so many other social and educational organizations. This gentle person is known for his simplicity that you can see and the ground-to-earth behavior. A philanthropist is hard. He believes by the mantra that the business organization have a social responsibility as well as along with the to employ the ethical, fair and ecological sensitive business practices. That is what is needed. We are fortunate to have you here, sir, the successful industrialist today, and I humbly request you, sir, to guide us on this occasion of VNIT Diamond Jubilee ceremony. Please give him a big round of applause to welcome. मैं सर आपसे गुजारिश करूंगा, प्लीज अभी सभी लोगों को संबोधन करें.
हीरक जयंती के इस भव्य समारोह पर सबसे पहले आज मैं इस महान संस्था के संस्थापक उन महापुरुष भारत रत्न श्री मोक्षागुडम विश्वेश्वरैया जी के चरणों में नमन करते हुए आप सब यहाँ पर उपस्थित वरिष्ठ एवं विशिष्ट सम्माननीय अतिथियों का हृदय से स्वागत करता हूँ. आदरणीय डॉक्टर प्रमोद जी पडोले, डायरेक्टर VNIT, श्री उदय कामत जी, श्री प्रोफेसर राजेंद्र एरपुड़े जी, प्रोफेसर श्री SR साठे जी और यहाँ उपस्थित सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, सभी एल्यूमनाई और विशिष्ट अतिथि. जैसा कि डॉक्टर पडोली जी ने और सामंत जी ने पूरा का पूरा ये इतिहास जो VNIT का या VRC का था और क्या क्या यहाँ पर एक्टिविटी चल रही है इसके बारे में आपने काफ़ी विस्तृत जान. मनुष्य के जीवन में साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी, शिक्षा और ज्ञान का बहुत बड़ा महत्व है और इसी से मानव जाति का कल्याण संभव है. इसके लिए हमारे वेदों में एक जगह लिखा है कि नहीं ज्ञानेन सदृशम, नहीं ज्ञानेन सदृशम पवित्रमयि विद्यते. इसका अर्थात यह है कि इस संसार में ज्ञान के समान पवित्र कुछ नहीं हो सकता. यदि हमारे राष्ट्र को शक्तिशाली और समुन्नत बनाना है तो ज्ञान तथा विज्ञान के सामंजस्य के बिना यह संभव नहीं होगा. और साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्र में हमारे देश ने बहुत सारी उन्नति की है, इसमें कोई दो मत नहीं है. लेकिन मित्रों, मुझे लगता है कि इससे भी आगे जो भविष्य में जो एक अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, जो उपलब्धि हमको मिलने वाली है, इससे भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. लेकिन इसके साथ हमको एक इस बात का भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए, जैसे कि वेदों में यह कहा कि नहीं ज्ञानेन सदृशम पवित्रमयि विद्यते. इसके साथ में वेदों में एक दूसरी लाइन भी लिखी है कि आचारहीनम न पुनन्ति वेदा. चाहे मित्रों ज्ञान और विज्ञान से चाहे हम कितना भी कुछ हो, लेकिन यदि हमारा आचरण ठीक नहीं है तो वो ज्ञान होने के बाद भी कितना भी हमारे ज्ञान होना भी वो नहीं के बराबर है. क्योंकि ज्ञान से हम अनेक साधन, सुविधा, पद, प्रतिष्ठा और बहुत समृद्धि तो कर सकते हैं. लेकिन मित्रों, यदि हमारे चरित्र में वो संस्कार नहीं है तो मैं समझता हूँ कि यही हमारे जो टेक्नोलॉजी है, यही जो आविष्कार हैं, ये पूरी मानव जाति के लिए उत्थान की जगह विनाश का भी कारण बन सकते हैं. और आज ये परिस्थिति हमारे सामने है, चाहे वो अर्मीनिया अजरबैजान का युद्ध हो, चाहे अभी रशिया और यूक्रेन का जो युद्ध है. मित्रों, उन्होंने केवल दो देशों तक ही सीमित नहीं है, पूरे विश्व को इसने अपने लपेट में लिया है. और इसके पीछे केवल एक ही कारण है कि इतना डेवलपमेंट, इतने रशिया जैसी कंट्री जो मुझे लगता है कि डिफेंस और टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्र में इतनी विकसित है, लेकिन किसी भी व्यक्ति के अंदर यदि वो संस्कार नहीं है, उस टाइप के आचरण नहीं है, तो उससे क्या हो सकता है, ये परिस्थिति आज हमारे सामने है। और मुझे लगता है कि इसी चिंतन को ध्यान में रखते हुए अपने जीवन में सर विश्वेश्वरैया जी ने इस जीवन में अपने खुद के चरित्र में इसको चितार्थ किया, और विश्वेश्वरैया ने अपने जीवन में शिक्षा के साथ साथ सूझबूझ, दूरदर्शिता और अपनी नैतिक जिम्मेदारी पूरी की, इसका ज्वलंत उदाहरण आज हमारे सामने है। मित्रों, विश्वेश्वरैया ने जो महान कार्य किए, उसके लिए उनको फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न मैसूर किंगडम और उसके साथ साथ में उनको भारत रत्न का भी अवार्ड मिला। तो ये शिक्षा के साथ साथ आदमी की समाज के प्रति क्या संवेदना होती है, तो ये हमारे सामने है। मित्रों, इस संस्था का, जैसे पड़ोली जी ने बताया कि इसका पहले VRC था, और मुझे लगता है 15-16 साल पहले इस संस्था का नाम VNIT हो गया। इस संस्था ने हमारे देश को करीब 3000 इंजीनियर दिए, जो केवल पूरे अपने देश में ही नहीं, विदेशों में भी अलग अलग सेक्टर में बहुत कंट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं। ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है। VNIT के बारे में जैसा कि अभी मैं 2-3 जगह देखा, और उसके पहले भी मुझे आने का अवसर मिला, और जैसा सामंत जी ने और इन्होंने बताया, तो मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो हमारे यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट हैं, जो एल्यूमनीज हैं, जो फैकल्टीज़ हैं, उनमें जो टैलेंट है, जो भी मैंने देखा, जो टैलेंट है, जो विजन है, मैं समझता हूँ कि रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट और जो यहाँ की जो फैसिलिटी लगी है, उसके द्वारा हम पूरे देश के लिए और विशेषकर विदर्भ क्षेत्र के लिए बहुत बड़ा काम कर सकते हैं। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि विदर्भ के अंदर हमारे बहुत सारे खनिज पदार्थ उपलब्ध हैं, जैसे कोल, आयरन ओवर, मैग्नीज, लाइमस्टोन, तथा इसके साथ साथ में मित्रों, ये जो विदर्भ की लोकेशन है, वो सबसे ज़्यादा सिक्योर्ड लोकेशन है, और इस लोकेशन का सबसे बड़ा एडवांस आज के तारीख में जो आज की परिस्थिति है, और जिसके बारे में हम ये सोच सकते हैं कि ये सेंट्रली लोकेटेड और मोस्ट सिक्योर होने की वजह से ये डिफेंस का बहुत बड़ा हब बन सकता है। और इसके लिए मैं समझता हूँ कि VNIT काफ़ी बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन कर सकती है। मित्रों, मैंने अपने जीवन में अनुभव किया कि यदि हम किसी भी उद्देश्य के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं या डिटरमाइन हैं, तो मुझे लगता है कि पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपके साथ में है, एक अदृश्य शक्ति आपके साथ में हो जाती है। इसके मैं अपना, वैसे तो मेरे बारे में आपने काफ़ी कुछ बताया, लेकिन जो ये मुझे प्रेरणा मिली, एक छोटा सा, मैं अपने बोलने के पहले मैं, ये कोई आत्म प्रशंसा या कोई नहीं, लेकिन आपने आदेश दिया कि मैं छोटा सा अपना बताऊं, तो मुझे ये जो प्रेरणा मिली कि मित्रों, आज के करीब करीब मैं समझता हूँ 1903 में करीब 120 साल पहले राइटर बंधुओं ने ये जो एक अपना एक आकाश में व्यक्ति कैसे उड़ सकता है, इसकी एक परिकल्पना की। और उन्होंने जो उस समय में जब ये सोचा होगा, तो ये केवल मुझे लगता है कि एक कल्पना और परिकथा का ही इसका रूप हो सकता है, लेकिन राइट बंधुओं ने इस परिकल्पना को अपने परिश्रम, अपने विजन और दृढ़ निश्चय के साथ में इसका पूरा किया। ये आज हमारे 120 सालों के बाद में आज हमारे सामने ये परिस्थिति है। और मित्रों, इस प्रोजेक्ट को पूरा होने के लिए इन राइट बंधुओं को बहुत सारी US जैसी कंट्री में उनको बहुत आलोचना, बहुत उनका बहुत तकलीफें सहनी पड़ी। लेकिन मित्रों, मुझे लगता है कि यदि किसी भी व्यक्ति की प्रबल इच्छा हो और दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति हो, तो हम कुछ भी करने में सफल हो सकते हैं, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। मित्रों, मैंने भी अपने जीवन की शुरुआत एक छोटे से ट्रेडिंग से की, चंद्रपुर से, लेकिन जब एक्सप्लोजिव के क्षेत्र में हमने हमारी कंपनी को एक देश में और विदेश में अपना एक विशेष अपना स्थान बनाने के बाद में मैंने ये निश्चित किया कि हम देश के लिए एम्यूनिशन के क्षेत्र में बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। मित्रों, आप तो सब जानते हैं कि आज के 10-12 साल पहले और अभी भी मुझे लगता है कि 70% से ज़्यादा हमारा डिफेंस सेक्टर केवल आयात पर निर्भर है, और मुझे लगता है कि आज भी कम से कम उसका बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ा, लेकिन काफ़ी कम हुआ 50-60 साल में। लेकिन जब हमने 10-12 साल पहले एम्यूनिशन सेक्टर में आने की जब चेष्टा की, तो उस समय में सरकार की कोई योजना या कोई इसका कोई प्रोविज़न, लाइसेंस के लिए भी कोई प्रोविज़न नहीं था। लेकिन यदि आज यदि किसी राष्ट्र को मजबूत होना है, सुरक्षित होना है, तो हम हजारों सालों का इतिहास उठाकर देखें तो मित्रों, जो राष्ट्र अपनी सुरक्षा करने के अंदर जो समर्थ नहीं था, वो राष्ट्र धीरे धीरे गुलामी की ओर बढ़ते गए। तो मेरा एक अपना छोटा काम था, लेकिन हमने निश्चित किया कि इस एम्यूनिशन क्षेत्र को कैसे, इस चेन को कैसे ब्रेक कर सकते हैं। ये बड़ा मुश्किल काम था, क्योंकि किसी भी देश का नाम बताने का उतना वो नहीं है। लेकिन मित्रों, बाहर से इंपोर्ट करने के साथ साथ हम कभी हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी को अपस्किल करना, डेवलपमेंट करना, यहाँ पर एम्प्लॉयमेंट का जनरेशन, मतलब ये करीब लास्ट 70-100 साल में, 100 साल में बहुत सारी DRDO की बहुत सारी लैब बनी, और 100 साल पहले ऑर्डिनेंस फैक्ट्री लगी, और हमारे देश में बहुत सारे टैलेंट, एक से एक इंटेलिजेंट, और जो आज के बच्चे हैं बहुत ज़्यादा इसके अंदर, उनके अंदर इतनी विजन और इतनी टैलेंट्स है कि आज हम बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। क्योंकि जब हमारे यहाँ के बच्चे विदेशों में जाके, नासा में जाके काम कर सकते हैं, तो मित्रों मुझे लगता है कि हमारे देश में इससे बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ हो सकता है। ये जो भी कुछ हमारी एक राजनीतिक या बाकी जो भी कुछ समझ रही हो, लेकिन आज के 25 साल पहले चाइना ने ये निश्चित किया कि हम कोई भी इंपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे, और चाइना आज हमसे कितना आगे है ये हमारे सामने है। लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लास्ट ये 3-4 साल में पूरा का पूरा ये जितने भी सिस्टम है, जितने भी प्रोसीजर है, उनको बदलने की कोशिश की। और अभी 3-4 महीने पहले उन्होंने ये निश्चित किया कि हम कोई भी चीज़ इंपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे। ये जब बात निश्चित है कि कुछ चीज़ें हमको जो अभी यहाँ विकसित नहीं है उसको इंपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन ये इतना महान संकल्प जो उन्होंने किया, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। और मैं समझता हूँ कि मित्रों, VNIT, हमारी बहुत सारी जो संस्थाएं हैं, यदि वो हैंड होल्डिंग यदि इंडस्ट्रीज़ के साथ में करे, तो इंडस्ट्रीज़, ये शिक्षण संस्थाएं, और उसके साथ साथ में जो राजनीतिक जो एक स्वरूप है, और जो ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, यदि सब मिलके यदि हम कोशिश करें तो हमारा देश बहुत आगे बढ़ सकता है। मित्रों, आप तो, मैं तो खैर उतना, मेरे को कोई शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में कोई नहीं है, लेकिन ये एक साधारण बात है कि 2014 में हमारे देश की GDP का 10वां स्थान था, और आज 2022 में हमारी GDP का 5वां स्थान है। लेकिन मित्रों, मुझे विश्वास है कि आज यदि हमारे VNIT, IIT जैसी संस्थाएं यदि हैंड होल्डिंग करके इंडस्ट्रीज़ में, पर्टिकुलर IT के क्षेत्र में, डिफेंस के क्षेत्र में और कुछ क्षेत्र में करें, तो मैं समझता हूं कि हमारा देश आने वाले 3-4 साल में ही GDP में 3रा स्थान प्राप्त कर सकता है। इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। और मैं आपको अधिक समय नहीं लेते हुए आज इस हीरक जयंती पर पुनः आप सबका बहुत बहुत बधाई देते हुए, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देते हुए अपनी बात समाप्त करता हूं।
धन्यवाद सर। जिंदगी के पथ में मिलते हैं कई राहगीर, पर आपके जैसे हमें कोई ना मिला। We will now start with the felicitation of our retired staff members who have served the institute for a pretty long time. We wish to acknowledge them, their services with the memento which is designed by 1996 batch. I again request and his batchmates to come on the stage. 1996 batch, please come on the stage. Please give a big round of applause to 1996 batch. The memento is designed by Mr. Vinod Indurkar and it is sponsored and funded by 1996 batch with Mr. Aditya Doshi leading the team. We welcome and appreciate the efforts of 1996 batch. I request all of them to come on the stage. Please join your hands again to appreciate them. Our dignitaries are, yes, thank you. With the memento in Mr. Aditya's hat, memento in your hand, please. Thank you 1996 batch once again. Thank you. मैं मान्यवरों से निवेदन करती हूं कि वे मंच से नीचे उतर के हमारे रिटायर्ड स्टाफ मेंबर्स का फेलिसिटेशन करें। थैंक यू। डॉक्टर भास्कर गणवीर, एक्स रजिस्ट्रार। डॉक्टर एस.जे. बत्रा, एक्स मेडिकल ऑफिसर। श्री बी काळे, श्री दौलतराव सुखदेवे, दौलतराव सुखदेवे, श्री रघुनाथ काळमेघ, श्री रघुनाथ काळमेघ, श्री अर्जुन उसरबरसे, श्री प्रभाकर गायकवाड, प्रभाकर गायकवाड, श्री कृष्णा ढोके, कृष्णा ढोके, श्री योगेश्वर घोंडे, योगेश्वर घोंडे, श्री अशोक शंभरकर, अशोक शंभरकर, श्री सारिकराम धपाड़े,
श्री शिवाजी माटे, श्री नीलकंठ मोहुर्ले, श्री अशोक वाघ, श्री वामन टिचकुले, श्री विठ्ठलराव बावनकुळे, श्री धनंजय वखरे, श्री मनोहर दहिलीकर, श्री भैयाजी डाकोळे, श्री शेख रहमान, श्री जगन्नाथ चोपड़े, श्री दौलत खाड़े, श्री तिलक थापा, श्री CS सैनी, श्री गंगाराम नेवारे, श्री भैयाजी कोपरकर, श्री सुधाकर तड़से, श्री मधुकरराव गावंडे, श्री JB संकाळे, श्री छगनलाल सातपुरे, श्री RL नागदेवते, श्री इझेड पाटील, श्री किरण रामटेके, श्री नामदेव तुमडाम, श्री अशोक ठाकुर, श्री YN बऱ्हाणपुरे, श्री RF देशमुख, श्री RF देशमुख, श्री VN भोयर, श्री गजानन भलावे, श्री अशोक धोटे, श्री अशोक धोटे, श्री SN तेलंग, श्री सुरेश भोयर, श्री सुरेश भोयर, श्री अजय धंडार, श्री नरेंद्र भोंडले, श्री केशव राईच, श्री विष्णु गुडधे, श्री विष्णु गुडधे, श्री सदाशिव सूर्यवंशी, श्री सदाशिव सूर्यवंशी, श्रीमती मुन्नीबाई जाधव, श्री एस.के. मास्टे, श्रीमती अनुराधा करडले, श्री विठ्ठल वैद्य, श्री सीताराम नगराळे, श्री देवराव वैरागडे, श्री ए.पी. देशपांडे, श्री राहुल दुपारे, श्री आर.जी. देडमुठे,
श्री डी.जी. क्षीरसागर, डी.जी. क्षीरसागर, बालकृष्ण जगनाड़े, श्री बालकृष्ण जगनाड़े, मिस्टर एम.आई. खान, अशोक रामटेके, एक बार तालियों के गूंज से हम इन रिटायर्ड स्टाफ मेंबर का फिर से स्वागत करते हैं। Thank you, dignitaries. I now request you to climb up the dais. Moving ahead, let us start with the felicitation of our faculty members who mold the students with their teaching, who guide the PG and PhD students, who work on various research projects, prepare reports and presentations for audit, attend and organize conferences and seminars, and carry out multitude of administrative job. न संघर्ष न तकलीफें, क्या है मजा फिर जीने में, तूफान भी थम जाएगा जब लक्ष्य रहेगा सीने में।
मानकर डॉक्टर गौरव मिश्रा, डॉक्टर हेम कुमार डी, डॉक्टर कुमारी निधि लाल, डॉक्टर मनीष कुरहेकर, डॉक्टर मानसी रड़के, डॉक्टर मीरा धाबू, डॉक्टर ओम प्रकाश काकड़े, डॉक्टर पीवीएन प्रशांत, डॉक्टर पराग देशपांडे, डॉक्टर पूनम शर्मा, डॉक्टर प्रवीण वर्मा, डॉक्टर रविंद्र केसकर, डॉक्टर शैलेश साठे, डॉक्टर शीतल राउत, डॉक्टर स्वपन मैती, डॉक्टर स्वाति जायसवाल, डॉक्टर सैयद तकी अली, डॉक्टर उमेश देशपांडे, डॉक्टर यदुनाथ पाठक। Mechanical engineering starts with Dr. Pramod M. Padole, Abhay Kuthe, Dr. Ajinkya Bakshi, Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, Dr. Ashwin Kumar Dhobale, डॉक्टर अतुल अंधारे, के गुप्ता, डॉक्टर तुषार गोहिल, डॉक्टर विलास कळमकर, डॉक्टर विनोद निस्ताने, डॉक्टर योगेश पुरी,
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग डॉक्टर अभय गांधी, डॉक्टर अमित अग्रवाल, डॉक्टर अनाम, डॉक्टर अविनाश केसकर, let this be a continuous flow of faculty members on the stage. डॉक्टर भावसार कानूभाई, डॉक्टर दीप गुप्ता, डॉक्टर हिमांशु पडोळे, डॉक्टर जयदीप सिंह गुप्ता, डॉक्टर जवाहरलाल भूकिया, डॉक्टर जय कृष्णम्मा सूर्यपराजू, डॉक्टर माधुरी चौधरी, डॉक्टर मकरंद लोखंडे, डॉक्टर मकरंद, डॉक्टर नरेंद्र बाबू ए, डॉक्टर नीता पाटनी, डॉक्टर पद्मिनी सिंह, डॉक्टर प्रद्युमन चतुर्वेदी, डॉक्टर पी.एस. कुलकर्णी, डॉक्टर राजश्री सातपुतळे, डॉक्टर रामशाह करमपुरी, डॉक्टर रितेश केसरी, डॉक्टर सौम्यव्रता दास, डॉक्टर एस.एस. भट्ट, डॉक्टर विजय काळे, Dr. Borghate. Metallurgy Department, Dr. Abhinav Arya, Dr. Ajay Anand Likite, Dr. Ajit Srivastav, Dr. Amrut Agasti, Dr. Vilas Bakde, Dr. Vinayak Adane. Humanities and Social Sciences, Bibhu Datta Das, Vibhuti Ranjan Mishra, G.N. Nimbarte, Dr. Jaipal, Dr. Kalyani Kale, Dr. Madhumita Ghoshal, Dr. Maithili Paikane, Dr. Manjusha, Dr. Yogesh Deshpande. Next is Center for VLSI and Nanotechnology, Dr. Ganesh Patil, Dr. Nikhil Gupta, Dr. R.B. Deshmukh, Dr. Rajendra Patrikar, Dr. Sanjay Dhok, Dr. P. Vasu. Physical Education, Dr. Prashant Nagarare, Dr. Simon Robin, Dr. Simon Robin, our non-teaching staff who work tirelessly for maintaining the accounts and all the records, they deserve special appreciation. We now proceed with the felicitation of admin officers. Mr. Kailash Dakre, Mr. Sachin Jagdale, Dr. S.M. Deshmukh, Mr. Dharmesh Parate, Nikhil Chingalwar, K.G. Barapatre, Dr. Pankaj Dhule, Dr. Ritesh Modgare, Ms. Minakshi Bivagade, Ms. Madhuri Pimpade, Dr. Avdesh Pratap Singh, Ms. Poonam Harode, Dr. Vinayak Guge, Mr. Vijendra Thakur, Mr. Banoti Krishna Prasad, Mr. Krishna Kumar Patel, Mr. Nikhil Naukarkar, Ms. Vijaya Deshmukh, Mr. Virji Srivastav, Mr. Virji Srivastav, we have one more retired non-teaching staff, Mr. P.T. Bante. Mr. Bante. Shri Virji Srivastav ensures we are safe and secure in the campus. Then we start with our non-teaching staff in alphabetical order. Mr. C.V. Matangi, Mr. P.S. Tiwari, Ms. Rajini Pillai, Mr. Rakesh Vishwakarma, Dr. Rupali Rakhunde, Mr. Sharad Ramteke, Mr. Sunil Laharia, Vinod Mende, Suresh Kanpate, Kameshwar Shastri.
Miss Mangala Kavarati, Mr. Prakash Jamkar, Mr. Savio Lawrence, Mr. Amit Meshram, Mr. Sanket Mitkari, Mr. Harshad Ambekar, Mr. Sachin Bhute, Miss Sulbha Jalgaonkar, Miss Mugdha Lamsoge, Mr. Nitin Golait, Miss Rita Barapatre, Mr. Subhash Parasmode, Miss Chitralekha Alexander. Mr. Raman Kumar Durge, Mr. Vinod Landge, Mr. Deepak Bharwani, Miss Namrata Jaronde, Mr. Sanjay Saraf, Miss Deepali Deshpande, Miss Jayashri Adane, Miss Shashikala Thakur, Mr. Sushil Bansod, Miss Ashwini Chachane, Miss Minnie Joseph, Mr. Namdev Suryavanshi, Mr. Kamal Kishore Reddy, Miss Lipika Deshmukh, Mr. Suresh Pannase, Mr. Jaiprakash Bhelkar, Miss Krutika Bambal, Mr. Atul Pore, Mr. Anand Kshirsagar, Mr. Jaideep Raikwar, Mr. Manohar Jaiswal, Mr. Nitin Dhawde, Miss Swati Poddar, Mr. Umesh Chandra Sukhdeve, Mr. Arun Nandgaudi, Mr. John Michael David, Mr. Shravan Kumar, Mr. Vilas Mahalle, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Meshram, Mr. Ravindra Gadge, Mr. Santosh Dupare, Mr. Omkar Shirsam, Mr. Satyanarayan Dubey, Mr. Vijay Varhekar, Mr. Deepak Gautam, Mr. Dharmendra Thakur, Mr. Prakash Shende, Mr. Prashant Zaronde, Ms. Bharti Polke, Mr. Mukesh Dagor, Mr. Sarang Mashankar, Mr. Sonveer G. Singh, Mr. Vaman Gotmare, Mr. Narendra Chidam, Mr. Ravindra Pathak, Mr. Swapnil Chaudhary, Mr. Vinayak Dhore, Mr. Vinod Waghmare, Mr. Chandramuni Bagde, Mr. Ganesh Todase, Mr. Nitin Borkar, Mr. Nitin Meshram, Mr. Prakash Pawar, Mr. Praveen Kose, Mr. Shivanand Bharadwaj, Mr. Vijay Tabhane. One among retired staff, Mr. Indra Gopal Chaturvedi. Mr. Indra Gopal Chaturvedi. Now Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, Avi Raul, Baba Dule, Mr. Jayendra Khande, Mr. Rajesh Varthi, Ms. Ritu Thakre, Ms. Seema Naikwade, Mr. Sudhir Singh, Mr. Vinay Kumar Kar, Mr. Chandrakant Bhoyar, Mr. Deepak Pillevan, Mr. Khagesh Thakre, Mr. Krishna Manapure, Mr. Sanjay Sahakate, Mr. Shivaji Mohite. Now from Metallurgical and Materials Engineering Department, Gangadhar Naunage, Rajik Shah, Chand Shah, Ms. Seema Donadkar, Mr. Umesh Shende, Mr. Umesh Gedam, Ms. Varsha Patankar, Ms. Bharti Khadsinge, Mr. Now Mining Engineering Department, Mr. Deepak Kalbande, Mr. Manoj Katole, Mr. Pramod Kubde, Mr. Sairam Rao Tarnikanti, Mr. Sarang Sahasrabuddhe. Now Chemical Engineering Department, Mr. Prabodh Meshram, Mr. Rajhans Dhabarde. Now Physics Department, Aparna Vaidya, Miss Aparna Vaidya, Miss Gaurabai Gaur, Mr. Mahendra Dikwar, Miss Nirmala D'Souza, Mr. Praveen Gauri, Mr. Rameshwar Uike, Miss Poonam Uike from Chemistry, Poonam Uike, Raju Sahare, Miss Sandhya Saundarkar, Mr. Sanjay Bhende, Mr. Sanjay Zungare, Miss Varsha Chaudhary from Mathematics, Architecture and Planning Department, Arvind Thaure, Mr. Chandrasekhar Hivarkar, Mr. Chetan Burange, Mr. Milind Chakradhare, Mr. Rajkumar Wankhede, and from Humanities, Mr. Sanjay Gadve.
थैंक यू एवरीवन। बिन बूंदों की बारिश का एहसास कैसे होगा, जुनून हो दिल में जिसके वो हताश कैसे होगा, कार्यक्रम के इस रंग का मिजाज कैसा है, बिन ताली के ये एहसास कैसा होगा। I now call upon our Registrar Dr. S.R. Sathe sir to propose formal vote of thanks.
Dignitary. Good afternoon, all of you. Dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Sri Satyanarayan Nandlal Nuwal, Honorable Director, Professor Pramod Padoye sir, Chairman of VNIT Alumni Association, Sri Uday Kamath ji, Dean Faculty Welfare, Professor Erpude, faculty members present here, non-teaching staff and retired non-teaching staff, and other dignitaries present here. It is my great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks for this wonderful function. We are thankful to the chief guest of today's function, Sri Satyanarayan Ji Nuwal, Chairman of Solar Industries India Limited, for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. You are right, as you said, knowledge should be used in a positive way, that is for the upliftment of the society. And I assure that we will all strive for the same. Thanks are also due to the director for conceiving the closing ceremony of the Diamond Jubilee and also guidance in organizing this closing ceremony. Thanks for the VNIT Alumni Association for working very hard for the success of this program. For smooth functioning of this program, various committees were constituted. Thanks are due to the chairman and the members of the various committees for working relentlessly for the success of this program. Thanks are due to the Master of Ceremony, Professor Rashmi Uddanwadikar and Professor Sangeeta Gadve for smooth conduct of the program. Thanks are due to the student volunteers for working hard for the grand success of this program. Thanks for the retired non-teaching staff for their august presence in spite of their age factor. Thanks are due to the existing faculty and non-teaching staff for attending this ceremony. Thanks are also due to the staff of various sections for working hard for the success of this program. Thanks are due to the persons whose name I may have inadvertently left out and without whose help this function would not have been a grand success. So thank you all.
We have one more existing staff member, Mr. Sanjay Gadve, who was busy in doing some departmental work. Yes, Amar. Thank you, sir. We all rise for national anthem. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे भारत माता की